Hey guys, here's a quick update on day 27 of the Karen Read trial. Here is the woman Karina Kolokithas, and she was the last person to testify on day 27, and I have to tell you, she was the most enjoyable witness. She was so sweet. She reluctantly went to the bar that night and she saw Karen, and they spent 50 minutes together talking 101, which was seen in a video that they had a camera in the bar. And she stated that Karen seemed completely fine to drive. This woman only drank water, and she was very friendly with John O'Keefe because of through their children. And she mentioned what a great guy he was and how excited he was that his daughter got into a private school. And she also made a comment about how it was memorable because at one point he went over and kissed Karen on the forehead, and she thought that that was just such an endearing gesture, which, you know, again, when it comes to Boston and PDAs, which, you know, it's sort of funny because, you know, the chat about it is that, yeah, because us Bostonians don't, you know, do public displays of affections. Anyways, so she also talked about when she left the bar. She walked out of the bar with Karen, and she saw Karen ultimately walk away and go into the auto with John O'Keefe the last time that she saw him. But what was interesting was the defense brought up a video, and the video was of these individuals leaving. Now, this guy right here is Brian Higgins. The other two, I think, are Albert brothers. And you can see that he's looking over, and I'm gonna flip through it and show you. You can see at one point, Chris Albert is grabbing him to stop him, and you can see that it says January 28th, 2022, and my last one, I'll show you the time. So something's going on with them leaving, and they're looking over to where Karen and John O'Keefe are. Again, you can see him, you know, grabbing his arm. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Brian Higgins was a fellow that Karen was texting on and off with, you know, sort of maybe starting a relationship, but not. And again, allegedly John had cheated on her in Aruba. Again, drama of people's lives. It is what it is, right? Well, so then he's leaving, and you can see here that he's being stopped by Albert. And I guess this Albert family is a big family in Canton. And that's the house 34 Fairview where everything happened. They subsequently sold their house. They gave away their dog Chloe, which was a German Shepherd. They didn't go out to help John O'Keefe in the front yard, even though they were first responders. It's super, super, super sketch. And here you can see him, this Brian Higgins guy, finally leaving, and he then puts his hand up like he's talking to someone. Now, was John aware? Was there something going on that he was aware? Don't know. But this was day 27, and here you can see this Brian Higgins fellow leaving. And I'm just gonna re-show you the picture of his hand going up. Again, you're probably watching the trial live. I just wanted to give you snippets. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you. The 11:50, it was 11:55, they were leaving the bar. So, why do I care? I care because it's not just this. This is something that's been happening, not even just in Massachusetts, across the country in the court systems, and they don't have inherent checks and balances. They do not have compliance, and it's a problem. And you can sit there and watch it and think that it'll never affect you, but it could. So we just try to spread the word to get as many people aware to help those that need help. Have a great day.